Good morning, everybody. How you guys doing today? Danny Lightning here. I hope everybody is having an awesome weekend so far. All right, we are just about ready to get this thing started. All right, there we go. We're on games. It looks like the live stream is live. And yeah, I think we're going to be racing the Nissan Skyline GTR today. This is a very nice little car. I like it a lot. Me likey a lot. That's all I can say. I see we got Melon. What's up, Mr. Melon? We got Paul. What's up, JP, Ryan, Eddie, Andy Style. We got Clickfast. What's up, buddy? Expert Gaming, Michikitsu. Ryan, nice to see you guys. CSR Monster in the house. We got Ziotic. Hey, what's up, Ziotic? All right, Angels Arcade. We got Guy. Awesome to see you guys. So let's get this thing into a live racing session and see what we can do, right? Live racing, there we go. All right. I see Nate E. We don't want to race Nate E. Or do we? Maybe we do. I don't know. I actually want to race some of you guys. I don't know if any of you guys are in here yet, so we might have to just pick somebody for now. I guess we'll just go ahead and... Oh! CSR Monster. Cool, cool. We found him. We found him. Or he found me, I should say. Alright. Angel said it's been a while. Yeah, that is true, actually. Maybe you'll be able to find my lobby today. I don't know. This game is all kinds of wacky and crazy. This game is all kinds of wacky and crazy sometimes. Robert Pollock, hey man, how you doing? Awesome to hear from you. Hope all's been going well. Jedi Boss, hey. Alright. Actually, you know... Alright, hold on. 3, 2, 1, go. But yeah, so like I said in my video the other day, I don't think Tempest 4 is actually coming. There's all these people saying it was announced, but I can't find anything about it. Niner, what's up, buddy? I don't think we're ever going to see Tempest 4. It would be nice. I just don't think it's going to happen. Maybe one of these days, but honestly, I mean, it can't be that hard for them to make something like that, can it? They make new events every other day, so to me it seems like that's something they should be able to do. Oh crap, Miguel, thank you, buddy. I totally forgot about the wild card. I'm glad you're on top of it because I totally forgot. Now I feel like yeah, a big dumb dummy or something. Like a big giant dummy. Oh well. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, Robert says, Danny, do you think we will get Fast and Furious cars again? I don't think we're going to. I mean, I don't know for sure, but the kind of general idea is they no longer pay for the license to use Fast and Furious stuff, so I don't think we're going to see any more Fast and Furious events. This is just speculation. None of us know for sure, but we don't think so. if you notice, like, used to have names like Brian's Eclipse, Shaw's BR, what is that thing called? Oh, Lord have mercy. That one guy's 720S, but they've taken all those Fast and Furious names off of the cars. And we haven't seen a Fast and Furious event in quite a while, so honestly, I don't think we're going to see them anymore. It would be nice, but yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. All right, so Eddie, what's going on, buddy? Ah, you got the Napalm Nova. Cool, cool, and you're almost at the Invincible. Very nice. Fadu is looking for a new crew, guys. He says, I need a new crew for next season. How much RP do you normally make, Fadu? That's a very important thing to let people know when you're trying to find a crew. Alright, we'll do a couple more races here, then we'll come back out to the lobby. Let somebody else get a chance. But honestly, I really wish they would, give us some Fast and Furious cars, but I don't know if they're going to. And I wasn't paying any attention to who won there. I'm bad at that some days. I'm busy chatting with you guys, so sometimes it's hard to keep track of whose turn it is to win and lose, I guess. Alright. One more race, then back out to the lobby. One more. Jedi says they're making one more Fast and Furious movie. Yeah, I could tell the way the last one left off, they were going to make a new one, but I think it's kind of times to call the Fast and Furious line quits. I'll be honest with you, I didn't really like the last Fast and Furious movie. It seems like they're just kind of like beating a dead horse at this point, right? It was okay. Fast 10, I watched it a couple of days ago. Ah, crap, I'm having my microphone's loose. I gotta tighten it. Hold on 1 second. You might hear some weird sounds for a second, so give me a minute. It's loose on the stand, so it just moved on me. I'm using a different microphone than normal today, and I'm really impressed. When I picked it up and moved it, there was really hardly any handling noise. That's pretty darn good. I think it's not as good a sounding of a microphone, but it's kind of like mid-forward, so it kind of cuts through over the game sounds and stuff pretty well. So that's kind of a plus when you look at it that way. All right. Hey, there's Brian O'Connor. Awesome swaps, buddy. Thank you. Odom, what's up, my man? I have a lot of different microphones. Like, I have another channel where I do audio reviews, and, you know, I've bought a few microphones, and I also get companies that send me microphones to review on that channel, so... That's kind of cool. Expert Gaming says something's coming out in 2025. You talking about Fast and Furious? I don't know. I hope it's better than the last one. The last one was just kind of like, I don't even know how to explain it. It feels like they ran out of ideas almost. So they just kind of made a watered down movie. I don't know. I just didn't like Fast 10. I don't know if you guys liked it or not, but it's the first Fast and Furious movie that I watched, and I really was like, I've liked all of them, but I didn't like that one. Robert says you're going to try CSR3. I guess so. I mean, it's going to be interesting, but I'm a little scared that it's going to be like a game that's set up to be like a gigantic money grabber. Because it looks like there's going to be a key system and a blueprint system. No game I've ever played with blueprints was a good thing. But we'll see what happens, I suppose. It might end up being awesome. It might be horrible. We just don't know. But yeah, it's not going to come out for well over a year. So we got a while. Brendan Miller says, what GTR is that? Alright, so that's from the Elite Tuners series of cars, right? That's the very first Elite Tuners GTR you're going to get, so I don't know if that's still free, but there was a time where they gave that out for free. You're either going to get it for free, buy it with gold, or you can probably buy it with your event tickets once you get to the Elite Tuners event that uses the car. It's a nice car, actually. It's got a nice live racing setup. I enjoy driving it. Looks cool. Fun to drive. The talk show. What's up, man? How you doing today? That's funny. I was just thinking, you know, the guy that wanted me to be on his podcast never messaged me. I was thinking about that. It was either last night or this morning, and then you showed up today. I'm like, oh, wow. That's so weird. That's weird. Sometimes when you think about somebody or something, it happens, right? I'm sure it's just coincidence, but... Or is it mental telepathy? Did he know I was thinking about him? Wondering what happened? Hey, Brandon Simmons, how's it going? So, Odom, you didn't like Fast and Furious 10 either, huh? I was really bored with it. It just felt like redundant and... I don't know. I didn't like it. Did not like it. What was that episode of Family Guy? Pedantic and boring, or pedantic and boring, or something like that. He kept saying it over and over. Oh man, alright, my turn to win. Brandon Simon says, dude, how do you have so much money? Well, I've been playing this game for about 7 years, and I am extremely stingy with my resources. If I don't have to upgrade something, I don't. When you're a new player, you're going to be forced to spend a lot of money if you want to do Legends and Elite Tuners and Tempest and all that stuff. Probably the first year to 2 you're playing is going to suck up all of your resources, right? Angel, what happened? We disconnected or something. But after a while, you can stop upgrading cars and just kind of play. And then at that point, you don't have to keep upgrading stuff unless you want to. It takes a while to get to that point, though. Now, when I first started, I just had to worry about Tempest, right? Then eventually Legends came out, then eventually Elite Tuners came out. So all that stuff didn't even exist when I first started playing. But when Legends came out, when Elite Tuners came out, I had about this much game cash saved up. I got all the Elite Tuners cars, I upgraded them, and then I went down to like 30 million. And it's taken me about 2.5 years to save up this much game cash. So, holy crap, it's KD. KD Live, what's up, my man? How you been doing? Awesome to see you, buddy. It's been quite a while. Been quite a while. How's things in South Africa, man? Ryan says, have I heard about the rookie pass? Yes, but I don't have any actual details on it. I don't really know how it's going to work or what exactly it's going to be yet. I've got some very vague information about the rookie pass, so... Alright, so Brandon is using the Acura NSX DOE. What is DOE? There's quite a few NSXs in the game. I guess you're using the regular NSX. I mean, one thing is you have to, when it comes to tier 4, you need to make sure the car's got good top speed, good acceleration. And after that, what it boils down to is, do you have enough parts on the car? Do you have it tuned well? And do you shift it well? Now, to beat Tempest 4, right? To beat Tempest 3 Tier 4, you have to do over 260 miles per hour. And 0 to 60 in around 1.3 seconds. So honestly, when you're upgrading a car for Tempest, that's what you want to look for, is good top speed, good acceleration. Now, Tempest 2 doesn't have a lot of the top speed races, I don't think, but it does require you to have really good acceleration. I think you're on Tempest 2, right? KJ was Tempest 2, correct? KD says, I'll hop on comms. KD, do you have the RH Discord server? That's mainly where everybody's at these days, so. Normally I'm not on till later in the evening because I've had a lot of stuff going on lately. I don't know whose turn it is to win. I'm not even paying attention. It's terrible. Alright, Tempest 2. So how many parts do you have on the car? That's the question there. Because I think that car should be able to beat Tempest 2 if I remember correctly. I mean, it's not one of the better cars in the game, but just remember, you're going to have that car pretty highly upgraded. You're definitely going to need to have several stage 6 parts. You're going to need to have, a lot of fusions on it. It took me almost a year to finish all of the Tempest races. It's not easy to get cars fast enough. But yeah, I don't know how many parts you have on the car or anything, so it's hard to really know, what you got going on exactly. But when it comes to Tempest 3, there's only so many Tier 4 cars that can make it all the way through, because most of the Tier 4 cars either have good top speed and good acceleration, but not all of them have both. Ducksters, hey, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Thank you for the donation, my friend. That's very nice of you. But like what a lot of people end up doing for Tempest 3 Tier 4 is using 2 different cars. When they get stuck on the acceleration or the top speed, they change to a different car. Then when they get stuck on the next one, then they change. So sometimes you do have to spend a little gold to swap cars. It's really not hard to get cars fast enough to beat the bosses, but the problem is the top speed and the accelerations. And getting enough parts for the current car can take a while as well. I don't really remember the main details on the regular NSX, but I do remember I used to like that car a long time ago. I haven't driven that thing or done anything with that car in years. It's probably been like 4 years since I've ever driven or done anything with it, but... Robert Pollock, have a great day, buddy. Thank you so much for coming out to the stream. I'll catch you later. Monzagor says the Viper Snake skin has been a great live racer for him. Question: when you win a live race, how much respect points are you making? That's a very important thing to look at if you're in a crew and you're trying to earn points for the crew. You want to make sure you're getting a car that gets at least like 1,000, 1,200 respect points every time you win. So you're getting over 1,000. Hey, if you're, you know, I don't like that car at all, but if you're getting over 1,000 respect points and you're winning the majority of the live races, go for it. My advice is, though, you may have found a sweet spot for the car, so if it's performing a certain way right now, if you even add one fusion part, sometimes that can throw it off. So however you currently have the car set up, if it's doing well for live racing, don't change the tune, don't add any parts, just leave it as is. Don't change a thing on that car, or it could throw it off completely. Because one thing I've noticed is certain cars do have sweet spots, and once you find one, the littlest thing can ruin that sweet spot. Dark Aura, what's up, bud? Nice to see ya. Ayub, what's up? Probably saying your name wrong there, but how's it going? Paul says, I got my purple McLaren lurking. Guy, you out of here? All right, buddy. Catch you later. Have a wonderful day. Duckster says, how much does the F1 get with maxed 150 wildcard? Oh, man. I think on average... I'm trying to remember exactly. So I think without the wild card, it gets around, if you have all the bonuses and stuff, like over 1,400. It's so hard to remember like what 1,000 different cars do, but I'm pretty sure you get over 1,400 respect points without the wild card. And I'm not sure if that's with all the bonuses or not. It's a very high amount. I mean, you're probably going to get over 2,000 respect points per win. I would say probably about 23, 24, 2,500, somewhere in that ballpark once you get all the Elite Tuners bonuses and everything going on it. But just remember though, like every time you level up some of those, oh my gosh, Legends cars, you know, that stacks up bonuses. So it depends on how many elite bonuses you have as well. Now, one of my favorite cars is the Elite Tuner Supra. I think it makes like the second most RP in the game. I think the McLaren F1 does make the first most. The first most. But some of the Elite Tuners cars and Legends cars will make huge RP once you get all the bells and whistles going on them. Duxer says, I mean, with the GR Supra maxed, I get like 2,100, and that's with the wild card. Yeah, you know, you can get well over 21, 22, 2,300 with that Supra. I don't know if you've got all the Elite Tuners cars leveled up, but once you get all the main Elite Tuners cars to purple stars, you get the maximum bonuses on the Elite Tuners cars, so... Ryan says, are you doing the Supercar Science event? No. No, I'm not. That's what, like... 40 million. If I were to upgrade those cars, that'd be like 40 or 60 million game cash I would have to spend. And I don't even have the majority of the cars available, so... I'm not really interested. That's too much of a resource eater for a car that I don't really care about, you know? I like the car. I wish I had the prize car, but I'm not willing to destroy my whole resource collection. Now, if I already had the cars and they were all upgraded, I would definitely do it, but... But if you take a look, right now we have the 70% wild card going, and this particular car is earning about... Let's find out. That car just got... 1,934 respect points, so that's a pretty good amount right there. And I think the Supra earns a little more than this one does, so... And then if you have the 150 going, it earns even more. So we're getting almost 2,000. Hey, Max the Gamer, what's up, buddy? Max the Gamer's got a cool YouTube channel, so if you guys aren't familiar with Max, you might want to check him out. But yeah, Supercar Science, that's a rerun event. I'm not even sure if they're giving us free crates for that, are they? Normally on the reruns, we don't get crates. Hey, Kamar, what's up, buddy? How you doing today? Odom, yeah, it is a repeat. I think this is the 3rd or 4th time they've brought that Supercar Science repeat back. I don't know why they keep repeating that, honestly. I love the way that Bugatti looks, though. The one that's the prize, the Bugatti 300. I would love to have it, but that's just too many resources to spend to get it. Way too many resources to spend to get it. I mean, it would be awesome, but... I mean, you got... what, 6 or 7 car, you got 6 lock-ins, right? It takes roughly 7 million game cash. So what's 7 times 6? Yeah, that's almost 50 million game cash to level up 6 cars. Plus, think about how many Bugatti parts you would need. Each one's going to hold over 100 Bugatti Fusion parts. So that's like 700 Bugatti Fusion parts. Think about that. That's crazy. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not paying much attention to the racing today. I'm busy chatting with y'all, and I don't know whose turn it is to win. These streams are fun. I really enjoy coming in here and chatting with you guys. And some days I get so, like, wrapped up in that, I forget what I'm doing on the game. I just kind of play on autopilot, so... What's up, Dave Black? Nice to see you, buddy. Ayub, hopefully I'm saying your name right. Probably not, but yeah, this is the normal wild card. Well, we got different times. Like on the weekends, we do it at one time. Then we have during the weekdays, we have an early and a late day for people in different time zones. So, but this is our normal time for the weekends. So we have one wild card that starts at 3 p.m. Eastern. one wild card that starts at 9 p.m. Eastern, and then on Saturday and Sundays it starts at 9 a.m. Eastern. That's kind of how our wild card schedule works. And we do the 70 every day, except for on Saturday we do the 150. Max says, I'm done after CSR2. I'm just going to go back to PC gaming. So the one thing about mobile gaming, though, I mean, I understand where Max is coming from, because mobile games are more designed to take your money than PC games, right? PC games sell you stuff, yes, but normally you buy the game once, and you don't really have to spend too much more afterwards if you don't want to. But mobile games are definitely designed to keep you spending. I don't think there's a whole lot of PC games that, you know, you have to buy things constantly. I don't know. KD, all right, buddy. Sounds good. Max says, I'm thinking about starting a new MMO game. An MMO, a massive, modular... I can't think of anything funny to come up with for MMO. I was trying to think of something really dumb and funny, but I failed. I failed! 69 Mustang, thank you for the swaps, buddy. I'm going to go out to the lobby and give somebody else a chance. We got Paw Dog. Right, he's in the 720S. KD, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that, my man. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Today's Sunday, isn't it? Yeah, today's Sunday. Good. Trying to remember what all I have to do today. I feel like there's something important I need to get done today, but I don't know what it is. Don't know. Brandon Simon, CSR3 won't be coming out for at least another year. Sometime in 2025. It could be early or late 2025. We don't know. But it's going to be a while. It's going to be quite a while, actually. Alright, so it's not letting me rematch you. Angel says, if CSR2 stops, I don't know what I'll play. Well, you can always try CSR3. Thing is, it's really hard to find mobile games that are actually worth playing for long periods of time. Like, I found this game and I found War Robots. I've been playing both of them for years and years and years and years. But most mobile games, I pick it up, I play it for a few days or maybe a month or even a couple weeks, and then I'm bored with it and I find another mobile game to play. So it's very hard to find good mobile games. I mean, there's like Call of Duty, there's Diablo. I think you can get Fortnite on mobile now. So, I mean, the good games are out there. There's like P-Bug Mobile. But there's only a handful of like real full-blown real games on mobile. Most of them are just these little goofy... games. Angels Arcade says, I gotta check War Robots out. So War Robots is a cool game. You know, a lot of people complain that it's too expensive. Thing with War Robots, if you chase the new stuff, it can be very, very expensive. But the good news is in Warobots, there's all kinds of old stuff that you can get or build in the workshop and play that's really good. But there's so many people that think they have to have the newest, the latest, and the greatest to do well on that game, and those guys spend a freaking fortune, so you don't have to have that. You just find out what's good that's older and get that and play it. That's how you get a good start in that game. The people who chase the meta, yeah, they spend thousands of dollars every time there's a new update, and it's crazy. I don't see how anybody can spend that much money on a game, honestly. I really don't. Like, I know some guys who will start a new game, and I'm not talking just Warobots or CSR, but I know guys that will start a new game and they'll seriously spend like $30,000 in the first 6 months they play it. It's like, I can't even imagine what it must be like to have that kind of money to play. Just having that type of money to spend on a game must be insane. It must be nice to be one of those people. That's what you call somebody who has disposable income right there. CSR Monster says, I wish CSR2 was on console. You know, I'm surprised they don't make it on console, but I think most mobile games are not on console, though. I don't know, you know, I'm the type of person that if I spend $100 or $200 on a game, that's a lot of money. Just like this game, I probably average $50 or $60 a year on this game tops, right? There's some years I've spent $0. There's some years I might spend $100, you know, so. Siotic says 1 million. Well, I used to play a game called Lords Mobile, and there were guys on there that have spent well over $1 million on the Lords Mobile accounts. Some of the equipment sets would cost you over $200,000 to buy the equipment sets, and some of the heroes on there would cost $11,000 each for the high-end ones. And you would not believe how many people had 2 or 3 of those $250,000 equipment sets. It's insane. But you know, most of those people that do that own their own businesses. I mean, you got to have a lot of money to be able to do that. Unfortunately, most of us can't, but that's kind of the type of people that these mobile games cater to, are the people who are super wealthy and have indisposable income. And then the rest of us who don't have that kind of money kind of struggle because we can't buy things like that. You know what I'm saying? One thing I've always liked about this game is if you're patient and you play for a while, you're going to get all kinds of nice stuff even if you don't spend anything. But there's other mobile games where if you don't spend, you're never going to get anywhere. So this game's got a little bit for everybody, which makes it awesome. Warobots is the same way. If you know what you're doing and you do everything right, you don't have to spend a dime. I mean, of course, you're at a little bit of a disadvantage when you go up against the players that have the best of the best, but, you know. It's nice to find mobile games that don't require you to spend a lot of money. Paw Dog, man, I'm sorry, man. I don't know if I was winning or losing. I'm not paying any darn attention to the racing today. I don't know if you're cheating me out of wins. I don't know if I'm cheating you out of wins. I don't know what's happening. I'm just like so wrapped up in the conversation today. Duckster says, dude, I don't think I've ever made $1 million in my life. I don't know. I mean, have I made $1 million in my lifetime? I doubt it. I have no idea. I had a lot of jobs where, you know, not including, you know, before taxes or whatever, I would make like 12,000, 15, maybe 20,000 a year. I've never had a really high paying job. So I highly doubt I've made $1 million in my lifetime. I think the best job I ever had probably brought about, I probably made about $1,200 to $1,500 a month. Was the best paying job I ever had, right? Like where I live isn't as expensive as a lot of places, so pay might be a little lower here than like if you were in like California or something, but I don't really know what it is now, but I mean, you used to be able to buy a decent house that didn't need a lot of work for $50,000 or $60,000. You can buy like a super nice house here for like $100,000, $120,000. But like, let's just say you bought a house here for $120,000, and you went out to Arizona. That would be a $400,000 or $500,000 house in Arizona. Zyodic, I live in Ohio. Everything's cheaper here. At least it used to be. I mean, over the last couple years, everything's gone up. So I don't really know. I don't really know what like an average apartment costs, but a few years ago, you could rent a whole house for $500-$600 a month, right? I think apartment and housing costs have gone way up over the last couple of years, though, so I assume it's probably not that cheap at the moment. Duckster says, buy a barn. I guess you could. Max says the average rent in the U.S. is about $1,500 a month. That would be ridiculous. Now, when I used to live in Arizona for a little while, and I think my apartment was around, in a bad neighborhood, I think I spent around $600 a month for a one-bedroom piece of crap apartment in a bad neighborhood. A crappy apartment in a nice neighborhood was like $1,200 a month. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's amazing what things cost these days, you know? Yeah, things in Ohio, though, are a little bit cheaper than a lot of places. So, you know, every state has a different cost of living. And your pay rate normally varies depending on the state as well. Duckster says, I'm lucky I'm on the other side of the world. Where are you from, Ducksters? But now you almost have to have like several people pulling together these days to live in one place. Like, you almost have to have a roommate, have 2 or 3 people working in one house. You're in Australia. Never been to Australia. All right. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, something needs to change with the way things are in the world right now. Things are crazy everywhere. I feel like people are losing their minds. Everything's too expensive. I mean, everybody's fighting. It's just crazy. Like, everything's just crazy everywhere right now. Kabara says, the cost of living is nuts in Hawaii. I bet. I can only imagine. Opponent disconnected. Oh no. I'm not sure if I'd want to live in Hawaii though. They got a lot of volcanoes. Volcanoes are scary. Volcanoes freaking me out. I just don't know. I don't think I'd want to live there. Alright. If it wasn't for the volcanoes, I bet it'd be an awesome place. Never been there, but I guess it's beautiful. Duckster says, I want to live in Mexico. I don't know much about Mexico. I've never really been anywhere except for the United States and Canada. Kamar says, good luck with the cartels. I don't know if it's that bad. I mean, I know some people personally who live in Mexico, and I mean, what's going on here with the game? The game's getting crazy. Like, I have a pretty good friend who lives in Mexico City. And it doesn't sound like it's that bad, depending on what part of Mexico you live in. Now, some parts of Mexico would be awful to live in, some parts would be nice. A Rev says, I want to live in Ukraine. It looks so fun there. What looks fun about it? I don't really know anything about Ukraine at all. I don't know anything about most countries, honestly. So, Brandon, I don't know what cars you have available. Like I said, there's about 1,000 cars in this game, and I don't know which ones you have, so it's kind of hard to really give you recommendations. I mean, I could recommend cars, but that doesn't mean you have it or you could easily get it. You know what I mean? Max says, that's a very American, Danny, not knowing much about the rest of the world. Ah, man. Now Max is over here insulting me, man. He's making derogatory comments. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't really feel like they taught us much of anything in school other than how to read and write and do basic things, right? There's Max the gamer. He's busy though. Alright, we're gonna race the respectful unicorn. Rob says, Ukraine is so peaceful. Personally, I wish I could go live like on the top of a mountain somewhere where nobody bothered me. Ayub says, move to Indonesia. The cost of life is very cheap here compared to most countries. That's good, actually. Ah, so the fastback Mustang. I know I have a video about that, and I'm pretty sure during that video I tested it out. So, you know, there's seriously 1,000 cars in this game, and I cannot remember the 0 to 60 time of 1,000 different cars. But if I remember correctly, when I made the video for that car, I should have tested the 0 to 60 and the top speed to see if it was capable of doing it. So my advice is just go to YouTube and search Danny Lightning Mustang Fastback and see if the video pops up. Hopefully that video has, during the review part of the video, hopefully I tested it out during the video. Are you talking about the, there's a couple of different Mustangs. I think you're talking about the Fast and Furious Mustang, right? The one that was a Fast and Furious car? Because I know for sure I did a video on that Mustang. I wish I had one of those photographic memories, but unfortunately I don't. I have like the world's worst memory. I don't know, it's really bad. Udo, you're welcome, buddy. I know I'm saying your name very, very wrong. I apologize. But also, you know, I do have a tuning playlist. I do have some videos on tuning for 0 to 60 time. If you haven't seen those, you might want to go check those out as well. Most of the time, just a transmission change is fine, but sometimes you do need to start playing with the nitrous and tires and stuff too. It depends on the car. All right, we're about to race a really cool looking BMW. What's up, Eddie? He says, hiya, Wi-Fi. What's up with the Wi-Fi? Oh, wow. He says in Bali, you can buy a mansion for $500. Really? Wow. A mansion? Come on. Can you really buy a mansion for $500? That would be crazy. That would be insane if you could. Are you pulling our leg here? Oh, Wi-Fi. Hey, what's up, buddy? I guess you are a person, huh? Nice to see ya. Nice to see ya. Somehow I must have missed your comment in the chat. If I missed saying hello to anybody, I'm sorry, and welcome to the live stream. I'm very happy to have you guys here. Rav says in Africa you can buy a country for minus $1 million. Minus $1 million? Are you saying they're gonna pay you $1 million? What? All right, here we go. Let's race. If they pay me $1 million, I'll own a country. I don't know. Oh, he beat me. Ah, Wi-Fi. You're in the GT3. Nice, man. But yeah, I apologize for everything today as far as the live racing goes because I'm not paying much attention to it. I'm sorry. Normally, you know, we sit there and swap wins back and forth, but I'm not doing great at paying attention to swapping today. I just can't seem to focus on the game. Alright, here we go. Let's go do it to it. That car kicked my butt, man. Robert says Ukraine is loaded with natural gas. Only one country in Europe has more, Norway, plus Ukraine is considered the breadbasket of Europe. What do you mean breadbasket? What's that mean? I've never heard of a place called a bread basket before, so I don't really understand the term. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Arav says the place has a lot of wheat. Ew. Wheat is terrible for me. I have celiac disease, so I want to stay as far away from all the wheat as possible. Get me away from the wheat. We don't want no wheat. Zyalex out of fuel. Gotcha. Alright, here we go. You know, I was reading that they said they've actually figured out how to remove the... So if you have celiac disease, there's a protein in some wheats and grains that makes your immune system start attacking your body and you get really sick. They've actually found a way to remove that protein out of the wheat, but they said farmers will not grow the wheat with the removed protein. I think that's kind of messed up. If I were a farmer, I would definitely grow it. I mean, I know if they say 1 out of every 10 people probably has celiac disease, and some of them don't even know it. It's crazy. Up, there's melon. There's melon. King J says, yo, that car is fire. What, my crazy little GTR? It's a nice car. If you drive it properly, it can win a lot of live races. Unless you're racing Melon. Melon spends like 12 hours learning to tune a car for live racing. So Melon always kicks your butt. All right. Here we go. Let's go do it to it. Let's go do it to it. JP says, I'm dead. JP, what are you trying to say there, man? He says, I am a cross and bone skeleton thing. Melon says, takes time to tune. Yeah. I mean, if you wanna get a crazy live racing car, it can take a lot of time to really sit there and tune these things. I mean, if your goal is to beat everybody on every single race, and you have the right car, I mean, if you spend enough time on it, you can easily accomplish that. Not easily. You have to know what you're doing. I don't have that much patience like to set and tune for that long on one car. Some people do. 3, 2, 1, go. Alrighty. There we go. Wi-Fi says my BMW M4 GT3 is my bread and butter. And Danny gave me the best advice to tune it. Nice, nice. I'm glad you're enjoying that. For me, it's really easy to find a good tune. So I normally find a good live racing tune quickly, and it'll normally win most of the live races. But some people will spend hours and hours and hours tuning one car and playing with different part combinations and just make it into something that's completely unstoppable. Like Melon's Cadillac tune is sick, man. His Cadillac tune is crazy. That Tier 4 Cadillac, it's insane. Kane 1251, what's up, my man? How you doing today? I'm trying to figure out how to read your name there. Dilmill 111111. I'll just call you 1111. A1111. I don't know. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Glad you like the Super tune. That Super is an awesome car. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. It's one of my favorites. I mean, we all get it for free. The car is good at everything. I mean, you can't go wrong with that car. That car rocks it out, honestly. I like it. All right, we're filled up on the gas. Hold on one second. All right, so yeah, let's get back into the lobby. All right, Punisher is gone. Kane, I actually did watch The Amazing Digital Circus, and it wasn't anything that I liked. I don't know if it was the pilot episode, but to me it looked like a kid's show or something. It wasn't something that I found interesting myself. It wasn't something that I would be into, but I don't know. I don't really watch much TV. I don't really watch TV or movies very often, honestly. But yeah, whatever the digital circus thing was, like, not my style at all. It was like almost like a, I don't know if you call that a cartoon, but it's kind of like an animation cartoon type of thing. Hey, Penguin, how you doing today? All right. Yeah, today is not my day for paying attention to anything. Arav says, I think the worst expensive Bugatti is the Veyron WRE. I never really liked that car too much. Alright, so Kamar says, is the Ford GT Heritage Edition a good live racer? I do believe that has a live racing setup. But I don't think it was a great live racing setup, so I don't think it's going to be one of your best choices for live racing. It's kind of a slow car. So you're talking about the it's not something that I would normally drive, honestly. William says, have we discussed the upcoming Bugatti event today? Sorta. We kind of talked about it. I mean, it's just a rerun event, so you're going to need almost 50 million game cash. If you already got all the cars, it's going to cost you almost 50 million game cash. And probably like over 600 Bugatti parts. That's an expensive event right there, right? That is a very expensive event. UDO says the Heritage is one of the fastest Tier 4 cars. Are we sure about that? I don't think it is. I think it's one of the slower Tier 4 cars. Let me pull up the world record sheet and see if I can find it really fast. So the Ford 2006 Heritage GT Edition is the 12th fastest. I think we have more than one Heritage Edition though, don't we? Let me look at this because I want to make sure we're talking about the same car here, because there may be more than one. Yeah, that's the purple star one. Come on, mouse, stop being a turd. Are you talking about the special edition blue one, or are you talking about the black one? So there are different ones. That's the thing. It depends on which one you have, whether or not it's good, so. I guess there's a faster and a slower Heritage Edition. I think there's actually 3 different Heritage Edition versions. So yeah, it really depends on which one you're talking about there, but I'm pretty sure one of them does have a live racing setup, but I don't think it's a good live racing setup if I remember correctly. Alright, so Awesome Dude says, is the 720S a good live racer? If you're talking about the Elite Tuners 720S, it does have a really nice live racing setup. If you're talking about the non-Elite Tuners version, then it's not really going to be an ideal live racer at the moment. Max, you're not liking the Hoonigan Napalm. Yeah, you know, not every car is great, unfortunately. Ooh, we're about to race. Is that an Enzo? Those Enzos are really good live racing cars. I'm not really sure why I never upgraded my Enzo for live racing. Like, it's a super good live racer. Kamar says the tier 4 is MK. The tier 4 is MK. I don't know what that means. Eddie says 40 million game cash, not going to happen. I hear that. That's too much money to do an event. What the heck? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I think it's around 9.7. The good the better heritage edition runs around a 9.7. Oh, that's Ducksters. All right. There's a lot of people in this lobby. Kelly Kid. All right, I'm actually gonna pay attention to how I drive this thing and try to win. Actually, I need to try something. Hold on. I'm gonna do an early shift into second and see what the car runs. I think the car actually runs around the dyno time if you shift it this way. It should run right about a 12.2. Yep, that's how you hit the dyno on this car for this live racing setup. Ducksters, thank you, buddy. I'm sorry I wasn't paying a huge amount of attention to the driving today. All right, here we go. I'm just kind of reading up through the chat right now. Zachariah, how you doing today? Welcome to the live stream. Awesome Dude, what's up, what's up? What's up, Ed? How are you? If I missed saying hello to anybody, I apologize, but hey. Awesome to have all of you guys here. All right, so how do you get the Purple Star Ford GT 2017? I think that is a prize from... Isn't that a Legends prize? You have to do something with so many Legends cars to get that one. I'm trying to remember exactly what the details were, but... if that's the car I'm thinking about. See, that's one of the problems when they've added too many cars into a game. I think that's another one of the reasons they're thinking about coming up with a new version, is just to the point where there's 1,000 some cars in this game. I mean, if you really think about that, that's pretty insane. That is insane. What other game has like over 1,000 cars, right? There might be some, but I doubt there's many. William D says he thinks the 720 is the fastest free car ever introduced. Maybe. I actually have a little spreadsheet for the Elite Tuners cars. Let me look it up. Elite Tuners cars. So it looks like the Sylvia Spec R. Do I have the Sylvia Spec R is faster than the 720S. So it looks like the Sylvia is doing 6.891 and the McLaren is doing a 6.880 according to the world record sheet. So at least last time I looked. So they're both like crazy fast. I mean, that's almost, they're basically both running the same time. So the Sylvia or the McLaren are both just killer if you max them out. Either one's super awesome. Oh, there's Melon in the crazy car. So that, yeah, there he is. There's Melon in that car. Dang it, Melon, man. We talk about a car and it's like Beetlejuice. It's like Beetlejuice, man. You mentioned a car name 3 times and Melon shows up in that car. Penguin says, that's awesome seeing your car on YouTube against mine. Yeah, thanks for the swaps, buddy. Again, I'm sorry if I wasn't paying attention to whose turn it was to win, because I'm just, I don't know, I just really seem to be focused on the chat and not really much on the game today. William D says Melon is Beetlejuice. Melon juice, melon juice, melon juice. You know what? Melon juice. Hey, that's kind of a real thing. I mean, people drink melon juice all the time. You can have watermelon juice, cantaloupe juice. I could go for a good cantaloupe. Talk about melons, man. I could go for a good cantaloupe right now. That actually sounds awesome. The weird thing is I normally don't like fruits. I like a lot of vegetables, but I don't love fruits. But right now, gosh dang, I want a cantaloupe. That's a weird thing to be craving. Like, I never even like wanted it till we started talking about melons. All right. For some reason, I always end up talking about food during this live stream. Towards like the last half hour or so, I start getting hungry and bringing up all the food. All right. Melonade. Make some melonade. All right. One day I should make a spreadsheet of like all the really good live racing cars. Maybe one of these days I'll get like Max and Melon together and we'll discuss like the world's best live racers and make a little spreadsheet of which cars have like the top-notch live racing tunes or something. Oh man, William says peanut butter jelly time. Musical Rainbow, hey hey. The Hennessy parts question. What was the question? I don't remember. What was the question, my friend? I feel like I answered your question on YouTube, but I don't remember what it was. All right. Were you asking about the purple and golden star car parts or whatever? I do have a terrible memory, so. I tried, but I didn't answer it. Okay, what was the question again? 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so Max has got the Furai. I'm actually paying attention to the Race Pass quest because I'm going to try and see if I can get the Furai without dumping parts that I don't want to dump into a car. William D, yeah, the Venom F5 Roadster is coming up as a PC car, and that's a really awesome car. I don't know if I have it or not. I think I do, but it's a really good car. Amco says, can this game be played on PC? Not exactly. If you're on Android, you can download something like LD Player, which will allow you to play Android games on your PC, but that's about the only way that I know of. But generally, there is no PC version of that. Alright, so Rainbow, think about it though, right? Hennessy parts are not super easy to get. So you're going to, generally, you're going to have a lot of keys saved up. I mean, bottom line is, any Golden Star car, you can always open crates for keys. But the majority of people aren't going to have a lot of Hennessy parts saved up to begin with, so they're going to have to at least spend some keys to get parts. So I don't know, maybe I didn't understand your question or something, but generally, I mean, the deal is, unless you got a bunch of Hennessy parts for some weird reason, you're going to have to spend keys to get the parts for that car. Well, the problem is that Hennessy parts are very rare. That's going to make it hard to complete the Prestige Cup for a lot of people. So unless you're opening crates, you're probably not going to be able to complete this Prestige Cup. Does that make sense? CSR Monster says, do you have a video of Ryan's Pontiac? Ryan's Pontiac. I'm not really sure what Ryan's Pontiac is, actually. Are you talking about the mullet missile? Ryan's Pontiac. Hold on a second. I'm having a brain fart over here. You guys are confusing me now. Rainbow has got me confused. I don't know why. I do have a tune for the mullet missile. Oh yeah, Ryan's Road and Custom. That's right, that's right. Yes, I do have a video for that car. Okay. Music says you confuse yourself. No, sir. You did it. You did it. You did it. You did. You did it. You did it. See, I gotta blame somebody. You did it. You did it. You did it. Max says the Furai is one of my favorite looking concept cars. Yeah, mine too. I really do like it. I do like it. It's a pretty nice car overall. JP, that's not a very nice thing to say, man. He just called me a fart brain. JP was like, you fart brain? I mean, I guess it's kind of true, but I just don't have a good memory. Okay. I don't know why, but I've been like extra tired the last couple of weeks. I need to start taking my vitamins again. I know I'm low on vitamin D right now. And the doctor's like, you need to start taking your vitamin D, and I keep forgetting to take it. And I also keep forgetting to take my thyroid medication. So my thyroid doesn't produce very much of like the thyroid hormones anymore, so I gotta take thyroid meds. And I've been really bad at taking it over the last couple of months. Michikitsu said, how did they get the Furai into the game? Well, I guess somebody programmed it into the game. I would say lots of zeros and ones. Actually, I know nothing about game programming, so I don't know what I'm talking about. Like, why do you ask that, Michikitsu? Like, why do you ask how they got into the game? Is that like a car that Mazda doesn't like people to have, or... I'm not really sure in what aspect, but yeah, I wouldn't really know anyways. I could only speculate on that kind of question. I could take a crazy wild guess or make something up if you like. Aha! Alright, so... Shirsh Panicker says he accidentally stripped a car. I've got good news for you. There's a chance you could get the car back. What you want to do is go and contact game support instantly and explain to them, hey, I don't know what happened, but this car was stripped and I did not intentionally strip this car. Ask them if they can restore it, and sometimes they will. You might be able to get them to restore it. Sushi says eat penguins. I mean, Penguin says eat sushi, not vitamins. See, that's what happens when you're dyslexic. Sushi, no thank you. Blech. Blech. So it does normally take them a couple days to get back to you. So if you write the game about something, it will take them a few days. So it might be 24 or 48 hours, but hopefully they'll be able to restore the car for you. If you get a good support person, they might actually be able to do it. All right. Thank you for the swaps, Max. That was fun. All right, so here we go. We're going to race this crazy Porsche. The 935 Martini thingy-dingy. But yeah, man, I hope they restore your car for you. I'd be pretty upset if that happened to me as well, so. Sometimes they get back to you right away. Sometimes it takes 2 or 3 days, so. What's up, D? How you doing today? Nice to see ya. Welcome to the stream. I definitely appreciate all you guys coming out. I really do. You guys are awesome. Thank you for being here. William D says something about blueprints. Ew. I don't want no blueprints. Yeah, I see a couple of people mentioning liking and subscribing. Thank you guys. It would be much appreciated if you hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. And if you have an extra $200 billion laying around, maybe super chat $200 billion. And then I could buy this game. You know what? Imagine being able to like buy a mobile game. That would be cool. I wish I could own this game or War Robots. I wish I owned this and War Robots. William D says, personally not interested in CSR3. You know, when it comes out, I'm going to check it out and try it and see what it's about. I mean, it may end up being really cool. We don't really know yet. All we can do is take a guess on whether we would like it or not. I think I'm winning too many races here. Am I cheating you out of wins, buddy? If so, I'm sorry. I don't really know. I don't know what's happening. Oh yeah, the Veneno is a really cool looking car for sure. There's a lot of really awesome looking cars in this game, you know. Funny thing is, like, some of the best looking cars in the game aren't always good cars, though. That's another thing. T.Y. Marley says, looks like I'm going to have to get an Android to play CSR3. Why do you say that? CSR3 is not going to be fully released for over a year, so. Like right now, you can only get it if you're in, I think, Malaysia. And it's for like very early testing purposes only. I'm sure it's going to be on iOS and Android once it's fully released. Penguin says, imagine if we have to wait at times 15 pulls for a car, imagine 15 pulls for one blueprint. Well, that would be horrible. Ducksters, I have no idea why Malaysia. No idea. So I'm not really sure where Take-Two Gaming is located. Maybe they have like a location down there. I don't know. Like, if you guys didn't know, Zynga was bought out by Take-Two Gaming, which is owned by Rockstar Games, so they may have several different sister companies, and who knows what different countries they have locations. It's hard to say. But yeah, questions like that, we can only take guesses at those. I would like to know myself why Malaysia. I just don't know. 3, 2, 1, go. What's up, CSR Dominic? How are you today? Yeah, GTA 6, that's going to be interesting when that comes out. I'm not sure, but I was thinking about maybe getting that game. I mean, that's going to be a really popular game, so... I'm thinking about picking it up. Dominic, glad you're doing good, buddy. Ayub says, because Southeast Asians are crazy about mobile games. I don't know why I like mobile games, but I only like some mobile games. It's nice just to have something you can pick up a phone and tablet and play, right? You don't have to have a $10 billion computer or anything like that to play your mobile games. Duxter says, maybe I should play Fortnite more often. I don't really like Fortnite that much. I have fun playing the Fortnite Lego thing, but I don't really like regular Fortnite. I'm not very good at those fast-paced shooter games. Not my style, I guess. I don't know. I don't have fast enough reflexes. Yeah, I'm actually surprised they're coming out with a CSR2, honestly. I'm actually amazed they don't just add to the current game, but I don't know. I always thought as long as this game is making good profit, they're probably not going to make a CSR2, but I guess I was wrong about that. I don't know, or maybe the game is not making good profit. I'm not really sure. I mean, I have no way of knowing how many people are currently playing this game or anything. Could be a huge amount. Could be very few people still. I don't know. I mean, from what I can tell, the game is doing great, but I don't know for sure. You know what? I'm going to try something. And, okay, so what did that do for me? Let's find out. I'm talking to myself currently. I like playing with my audio equipment. So I hit the little auto gain button for my microphone, so where the thing sets where it thinks the amount of gain should be, so. It just set the gain higher than where I originally had it. And Duxter says, just let us reorganize garages and profit will skyrocket. But yeah, you know, when you like Max is saying, everything is a license. So when you downloaded one of these games, or usually even after there's an update, a lot of the times you have to agree to the terms and service, and most people don't ever read that. But the terms of service generally let you know that, hey, you don't own this game. Nothing on this game belongs to you. They can do anything they want at any time, and you agree to that when you agree to those terms and service. So the majority of people don't actually read that. But no, you're agreeing to, they can like remove anything from the game at any time or do anything they want to your account at any time. So as long as you hit the little I agree button, they can pretty much do anything they want. And that's pretty much all there is to that, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it says you don't own your account. They do. Even if you spend all that money, you don't own the account. They do. Duxter says, when CSR2 dies out, what you gonna stream or upload? I don't know. I don't know. I'll probably try and find some sort of other car game to play. I mean, maybe I'll move on to CSR3. Maybe I'll find something else. I don't know. We got at least a year left, so. Real racing? No, not even close. Real racing is just from what I can tell, it's a big money pit. And it's not very fun. Like, I played real racing and I didn't like it. I did not like real racing at all. There is a mobile game I keep meaning to try out that I might kind of incorporate into this channel, maybe. There was a game that actually contacted me and wanted to pay me to make videos for them, but they sent me this 20-page contract full of ridiculous stuff, and I was like, no. It actually looks like a fun game, though. Like, they wanted to control how I made the videos, and I would have to submit all the videos to them before I posted them to make sure they liked it, and it was basically like I would have need to have paid a contract lawyer probably more money than they wanted to pay me just to look at that crazy contract. So I was like, I'm gonna have to pass on this because this contract is ridiculous. It was seriously over 20 pages. I said, look, I'm a guy who makes videos. I'm not some big giant corporation, right? I make YouTube videos. I'm not a business. But their game actually looks pretty cool. Duckster said, if you were offered a job at NM, would you take it? I mean, I doubt it. They're from some other country, and I would have to probably move to some other country and who knows what. And I got so many health problems, I have a hard time making YouTube videos, honestly. Doing the YouTube thing is hard for me. Like, I can't sit in a chair very long. I can't stand on my feet very long. I don't know. I mean, I got a really bad autoimmune disorder, so I'm really messed up. You guys probably don't really notice it or realize, but I'm in very bad shape because of that. I got loads of health issues, and it sucks. I haven't been to a friend's house in like 5 or 6 years, put it that way. I don't leave my house unless I have to, because I can't get around and do things like a regular person. It's not fun. Alright, we got about 10 more minutes left on the live stream. Now, if they would offer me a job I could actually do from my house, like something I could probably do on my cell phone while laying down, sure, I'd probably take it, but like, I lay down when I live stream because I can't sit in my chair for 2 hours and stream. Wish I could, but unfortunately, I really can't. Penguin says, switch to Candy Crush. No thanks. I think I'll pass on the Candy Crush. Doesn't seem like, Candy Crush doesn't seem like my type of thing. CSR Monster says, you feel like you're never going to achieve anything in life? Why do you say that? Sadek says, what happens if I sit in my chair for 2 hours? Well, my whole body goes into spasms. My muscles lock up. Nerve pain goes everywhere. And I'll barely be able to move for the next 3 weeks. Or longer. There was a time where I was actually locked up for about 4 months. My whole body was pulled sideways and twisted. I mean, I looked like a deformed person. And every couple of steps I would scream because it felt like somebody was stabbing me with a knife. And I was stuck like that for like 4 months straight. It was not a fun time. Alright, so CSR Monster, here's the, this is the key to accomplishing something in life. Think about this. If you enjoy what you're doing, like, you know, if you got a place to live, you got food to eat, you got clothes on your back, and you're happy, you accomplished a lot. Think about it that way. You don't need to be some big CEO or some movie star or something. You just need to, you know, be happy and do your thing. And do your thing and enjoy your life, right? Doesn't matter if you work at McDonald's your whole life. As long as you enjoy yourself, right? Do the right thing, be a good person, and do the things that make you happy. What do you get when you reach rank 60? Probably like 25 bronze keys. Or maybe 20 gold. Eddie, the doctors are idiots. The doctors are idiots, man. I can't find a doctor that's actually willing to dig into this and help me out. All they can tell me is, look, we see that your immune system is attacking your muscles and nerves. But why don't you go to some other doctor? And then I go to that other doctor. Okay, well, yeah, we see this, and this, but how about we send you to this guy? And then I go to that guy. He says, why don't we send you to this guy? It's awful. None of them want to deal with it. Basically, what they're telling me is you have one of those really rare autoimmune conditions that are really hard to diagnose, or there may not even be a proper diagnosis for it. So, go somewhere else. We're not interested in trying to figure it out. The doctors don't give a crap. That's the problem. They don't care. They could care less. You know, I looked at them. I couldn't figure it out. Let's just send them somewhere else. Who cares? But so far, they're telling me I probably have something called stiff man syndrome. That's kind of the general idea, is you probably have stiff man syndrome, and there's no actual test or anything you can do to confirm it. But yeah, I'm so sick of these doctors. They're worthless. You wait 8, 9, 10 months to get into an appointment just to be told, well, go somewhere else. It's awful. I mean, it's to the point where it's been six or 7 years of the same thing over and over. Every doctor is the same thing. It's to the point where I'm just ready just to stop going to the doctors because they're all idiots. They all don't give a crap. Like the last lady I saw, she's like, oh my God. She's like, I've never seen anybody who's like, muscles and stuff are so stiff. She's like, we got to figure out what's wrong with you. And I said, please do. And I explained to her that this is what the other doctors do. Oh, I'm not going to do that to you. I'm going to find out. You know what she does? After she runs all of her little tests and stuff, oh, I'm not going to have you back, right? She tries to tell me go somewhere else as well. After she promised me she would dig into it, and you know what I mean? I hate these freaking doctors, man. I hate them. I really do. Sorry, I'm starting to get angry here. I'm starting to get mad because the thing is, they don't care, man. The doctors don't care. They just want to cart you off to somebody else. They come in, give me your money, and go away. That's all it is. Oh, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm getting mad over here. William D says, same thing with my knees. Sorry to hear you're having knee problems, my friend. Okay, I need to take a deep breath and calm down. Oh my God, you have 5 knee replacements? Jeez. That's awful. That's awful, man. I'm sorry to hear that. But yeah, unfortunately, you know, it's just... When it comes to the medical service, if they can't find something out right away, they don't want to deal with you. Honestly, I mean, I would love to be able to just go out and get a regular job and do normal things, but this YouTube channel is like a huge portion of my income here. So, I mean, CSR2 coming out and stuff has got me all kinds of like worried about things because I rely on the money I get from this YouTube channel. And if this game goes away, I don't know. I mean, I know games aren't going to last forever, but not really sure what I'm going to do at that point. I'm going to have to try and do something else on this channel, I guess, eventually. Doctor, you said you nearly died from pain? That's no fun. Hey Ian, what's up, buddy? Ian Iron Rope, how you doing today? Glad you enjoy the videos. Unfortunately, you're coming up towards the end. I'm sorry for going off on a rant there. I try and keep the streams more fun and stuff, but I like to keep the streams more fun and interesting and not try to get into too much serious stuff, but oh man. You woke up with a heart attack? Oof. That sucks. But yeah, I've been streaming for about 2 hours. Like, I gotta get up every 2 hours and walk around, because if not, even laying down for a couple hours, my muscles start clamping up and everything starts to hurt really bad. So I gotta get up and walk for a good 20-30 minutes every couple hours. But yeah, having autoimmune issues, not a lot of fun. Not much you can do about it, I guess, but not much fun, unfortunately. William D says, you're allowed to rant. It's your stream. It's my stream, but, you know, I don't think people come here to listen to me complain. Now, maybe if I made a podcast channel and ranted about things, that would be different, but this is a CSR channel. Duckster says, when are you streaming again? So normally I stream on Fridays and Sundays on this channel. And then on my Warrobots channel, I normally do gameplay streams on Thursdays and Saturdays. So I do have another channel for another game, and I also have the Danny Lightning Audio and Tech channel, which is kind of a smaller channel that I've been trying to get going, but it's pretty hard to get that kind of channel going these days, I guess. I don't know. Sure says, Danny is him. We need a moment from you like in the races. I don't quite understand what that means, but I hope you're having an awesome day today. Sure says, I'm a legend. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate the kind words. All right, guys. Well, I think our 2 hours is about up. I got to get going and do a bunch of stuff. So I got to get out of here. I just want to say thank you all for watching my videos and coming out to my live streams and stuff. You guys are super awesome, and I do appreciate each and every one of you a lot. You guys are amazing. I hope you're having a great rest of your weekend. And I guess I will catch you guys next time, all right? Thank you so much. But have an amazing day. Lightning out. Catch you guys later. Thanks again. And we will catch you next time, all right? See you guys.